Now, Fortnite released Fortnite OG in some form or another and named it Reboot. Let me ask you this simple question. Does it hit the same as it did in November 2023 when Fortnite OG had this whole season? For most, the answer is definitely going to be no. And in this video, I will explain why that is the case and why Reboot is going nowhere near the numbers that Fortnite OG did back in November. And this video is going to be explaining why the answer is no. So firstly, Reboot is here to stay, and as far as we know, it is permanent. Now this seems like a huge plus, something we dreamed of since chapter 2. We always wanted Fortnite OG to be here permanently, and this eagerness grew when Fortnite OG had its own season.
Maybe you just want the OG version of Fortnite, but I'll tell you this, man. They can make it perfect. They could make it turbo building disabled. They could do OG loot, OG stats, OG graphics and shadows and everything. Guys, the truth is it's just not going to be the same.
Because we realized how much and how enjoyable it actually was and how much we missed it. It was insane. It was record high numbers. Fortnite basically peaked. Higher peak than the peak in chapter 1, which is absolutely insane. But there is a clear issue to this. You see, when Fortnite OG was released in November 2023, Epic had told us that it is only going to stay here for a month. And in December, the second chapter 5 was going to be released. As bringing back OG is a very big thing, the hype was insane. And due to a time restraint of 1 month, the huge hype stayed at its peak throughout the month basically. And as people know very well that they could never see Fortnite OG, and that period in time was potentially the last time you were ever going to experience such a thing. So people played more and more and more, and people persisted on playing. They tried to get out as much gameplay as they possibly could. With Reboot Royale, however, the issue is that there is no time constraint. So people are more laid back. People are saying, okay, this game was always going to be here forever now. We're never going to miss it. We can play whenever we want to play. And this overall just decreases the hype a ton. No one wants to talk about it anymore because it's just a permanent one of those things. It's just like Battle Royale. No one really talks about Battle Royale as a game mode anymore because it's always there permanently. My second point is that it just seems more like a creative map. If you experience it yourself, you get what I mean. And let me explain that statement. When you're playing the game mode, you notice 3 things that are different from the normal Battle Royale. The glider pullout height is extremely lower compared to Battle Royale. The map is extremely small and with like about 6 POIs, and 3 of them no one actually lands on, such as Snobby Shores. And of course there's 40 players in each lobby. All of these things remind me of when Atlas made Fortnite OG. Atlas is one of those creative groups that just are really good. They got really good developers and experts in making creative maps, and they made creative OG and it had around 80 players in one time. I played that. It was buggy, however the experience was very similar except for the reboots, which I'll get on to later. As a whole though, the map is very well made. I'm not gonna lie. With Atlas OG, there was a ton of bugs. Here, I see no bugs. It's to the perfection. I have no complaints at all. Personally, for me, it does get a bit boring. The reboot, just people kind of rebooting, landing on you with a grey scar, with a grey assault rifle. I just wish that instead of an assault rifle, they got something like a flintlock maybe, just so it's not too OP. Because the grey AR, mind you, if you got a really good aim, kill someone with a shot, if your just aim is insane. The reboot makes the game seem more like a creative map, even more so personally to me, and it just seems something out of Forever Zone Wars, if you know that map by Jerian, where you just keep on respawning and respawning after you die. However, it does work really well with the casual community of players. They really enjoy it. Now let's get this out the way. The only time Epic Games plays the OG card is when the game is dry as the fucking desert. Like, I'm not gonna be the one trying to hide this. The only time Fortnite actually brings out the OG map is when the game is absolutely still as shit. And we know this. There's 2 background history knowledge of this, and we're living in one of them. Legit, look at this season, guys. This season, I forgot what number it is, but chapter 5 season setting is horrible. I legit don't want to even touch the game. My total game hours on the Battle Royale map is about 2. And the season's been going on forever, and everyone just hopes that the season just ends. Like, even if it ended today, no one would know. Everyone would be excited. That's how bad the season is currently. There's just cars everywhere going around, and people are saying, okay, this season is really good for the competitive scene. However, is that why player counts are record breaking low? Fortnite has never reached such a low peak ever. As you know, you need the sweats to keep the game alive. You need to satisfy the sweats. I'm not gonna lie, I hate to be there, I hate to be the one, but I'm an honest guy. Even though I'm not a sweat, but I have to keep it a buck with you guys and say that the sweats actually keep games alive. If you have no sweats, then you're not gonna keep the game alive at all. And this is a clear example. All the casuals are loving the season right now, except for the sweats. All the casuals are loving the season. However, Fortnite is experiencing record-breaking lows, which is insane, which clearly means that Fortnite should look at the perspective a little different. And of course, they were so desperate they had to play the Reboot Royale card. They brought out Reboot, that whatever you want to call it, LTM, it's not limited, it's like UTM, unlimited, fam. It's getting 200k consistent. It's getting 200k consistent at the same time, which is really good. However, it is still nowhere near the OG numbers. The other 2 points that I did say clearly make sense as why it is nowhere near them. And guys, this is it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and check out some other videos. There's a video on the screen right now if you want to watch, and peace out.